Welcome back, everybody. This is Danny Code, and we are continuing on with Space Engineers here. Today we're going to start building our spaceship Atlantis. And we're building it in space. Obviously, we're in space. We're not on the surface of the ground there, or surface of the planet. But I have a plan, but let me show you around just a little bit. So here is going to be, we're going to be building it off of this connector. And this connector, and I'll put some diagrams on the video afterwards, but this is where the bottom of the main spire or the main tower is going to be, and from here I'd like to put on most of my functional blocks. But that's that. So this is connected to my little space base down there, and I'll show you around there just a bit. But basically I just have, and this is very like weak point, so if I have some pirates around here and they knock this out, it'll be a disaster. But for now it's okay, and I do have a plan if some pirates do come around. I do have a little defensive plan, but as you can see, I have some solar panels on here, and this spire goes all the way down here. So we'll just kind of cruise on down here, and obviously I have conveyors, and I have like the spine on here as well. I have the spine for the most part because if I have to replace these connectors, they'll help, maybe. I don't know, I'm not sure, but the spine is there. I have some lights on it just in case I'm coming in from a mining expedition and I can't see it. I do have some lights on there. And it goes all the way. Oh, I do have a little bit of a flat gun here, just in case some asteroids come in or some pirates come in. But anyways, so this is the dock. That's the path to go up there. And obviously the spaceship Atlantis will be building up there. But on this base, very simple. Obviously, I have my little spaceship here connected in. And I have a refinery with 2 speed modifiers on it, which helps. I have one assembler with 1 speed module. I have kind of went over the numbers for the spaceship, and we're going to have checking my notes here. We're going to have, it's going to be like 80 blocks across, 80 to 85 blocks across, and on the diameter. So I think in total we're going to have around, and I don't know if this is exact total, but I know it's not exact, but we're going to have around 20,000 blocks on it. So we're going to need more assemblers and we're going to need more resources. We're going to need a lot of stuff, which does remind me, I'm going to build a small grid welder ship as well to help along. But for now, we'll just do it by hand. Anyways, for now, I do have the 1 assembler with a speed modifier on it. And I do have some more solar panels here. Now, the solar panels I have 2 batteries, and the solar panels tend to recharge those batteries, those base batteries, pretty easily if I'm not doing a lot of refining and assembling. But if I do need a boost, I do have a little hydrogen engine here, which is off at the moment, obviously. But to feed that, I have a hydrogen tank and a H2O generator here as well. So yeah, so basically that's it. And I do have a large cargo container down there and a few small cargo containers, and obviously our panels here. So that's basically it. So yeah, and I'm going to need you guys' help here and for building the spaceship Atlantis. But for now, I'd like to get started to put on some functional blocks here. Let's take care of that. And I might as well, getting disorientated here. I might as well go and do a little bit of mining as well. Let's check our resources, because I don't want to run out of ice. And I don't want to run out of other resources. I did kind of go exploring, so I do have, as you can see there, an ice asteroid just off in the distance there, which will supply anything I need for hydrogen. And I do have, I think, an iron asteroid out there somewhere, and a few other, yeah, iron asteroid right over there. But I do need to find other resources out here. Or I could just go down to the surface and get them, but we're going to be doing ion thrusters. Now let me check real quick. So ion thrusters, I don't know. That's not what I wanted. Let's get out of here. G, that's the menu I wanted. Okay. So ion, yeah, so ion thrusters, there we go. So these take, let's see what these take. Thruster components, large steel tubes, and steel plate. But the thruster components, what do we need for those? Don't we need something like some other resources that aren't common? Let me see here. So thruster components, let's just look real quick. So let's get in here. Other than that, it's like basic components, so it's not that bad. But, so thruster components, can I even build them? Yeah, thruster components, here they are. So yeah, we're going to need gold and platinum. And obviously cobalt. We have a lot of cobalt, by the way. I took some from the surface. And if you look at our refinery, it's probably still refining it. Oh no, it isn't. But we do have a good amount of cobalt here. I think we have some actually stored somewhere as well. Cobalt. There's some there. Yeah, so we have a good amount of that. But we don't have any ice or platinum. I mean ice. We don't have any gold or platinum. I do want to check my ice stores here. We have a good amount of ice, so we're fine there. But I think for this, let's go ahead and start building some of the functional components for the first part of the video for the spaceship, just to get it started. And then we're going to go look for some gold and platinum, I think. So, all right, let's get out of the spaceship here. Let's go up here and see what we need. So I was thinking, and again, I'm going to need your guys' help for this. So I'm probably going to be doing some placing, building, looking at it, testing it, and then deconstruct or grinding it down. So there's going to be a lot of testing here, a lot of trial and error, as you will. But I think for the first thing, I don't want to tank. I was thinking about putting like either a cargo container off of here or a hydrogen tank. But I think what I want to do is just start with connectors. Let's start with like this basic connector here and do something like that. So that kind of sets us up for whatever else we'll be looking for. Now on the bottom of Atlantis, the spaceship Atlantis, in the show, it's quite undescript. So there's not really a big, they don't show it too often other than when it's like going off into space from the atmosphere. But underneath, it's basically just going from like the base, like the center, and then tapering off to like the sides on the middle spire, on the middle central hub, I should say. So, what do I need? Interior plate. We have plenty of that, I think. And I did put this cargo container here so I can do exactly what I'm doing here. And go into production and do all those things here. But we should have some interior plate here. Yeah, well, 2. Oh, here, yeah, we have plenty over here. Let's just take a few there. So yeah, but I would like your guys' suggestions for this. Like, what should I do here? And again, I'll put some pictures of Atlantis so you guys kind of know what I'm kind of talking about. Let's see here. So I need not withdraw construction components. All components. Okay. Okay, so the first 2 blocks are done. Again, this is the connector, and I did the old trick where I built the connector to the base, and then I built this connector, and then I made them connect in a certain way. So they're pretty straight, I think. I think I got them pretty straight. But yeah, okay, so that, and then I'm thinking, and I don't want the central spire, the central tower to be too big. I think the central tower, hold on, is going to be about 22 blocks tall and then 4 wide. So I think what we can do here is we can put, let's see here, where do we have it? We can either put a large hydrogen tank. And do I want a large one actually? Hold on. Do I want a small one here? And I can put a large one more in the middle if I do need another one. But we're not going to be doing too much with hydrogen thrusters. It's pretty much going to be ion thrusters. Although, let me know down in the comments if that's a bad decision. But I think we're going to be in space. We're not going to be going down to the planet. So this is just going to be a spaceship. It's going to be, yeah. So, can I do, hold on here. So can I do, here we go. 2, yeah. So just a small one here. I think that would be better. This does have a large thing there. So, oh, can I not? Yeah. There we go. Okay. So that should be enough for our needs because it's really going to be just for, because we'll have some docks on here for other ships as well. Like we'll have our spaceship, because it's going to be huge. It's going to be, not huge, but it's going to be big. So let's go ahead and weld this up. And I think this has another large on the top. Yeah, it has a large on the top as well. So, oh, what do I want here? Let's see, do we have enough? There we go. Sometimes it takes a little while for the build planner to grab the stuff, especially from this one, because I think the components actually have to travel up up the conveyor. And this should pull from the, let's see here, I do have a control panel on here. This should pull from the, let's see, hydrogen, no, it's a tank, H2 tank, small hydrogen tank, this one. Okay, so this should pull, yeah, it is pulling right now. I don't want to stockpile it just quite yet. We'll put that on our docking procedures, but it is pulling, so it is filling up just a little bit there. So, okay, but it does have a, oh, this is oxygen? No, I didn't want oxygen. No. I wanted hydrogen. No. That was the wrong thing. Let me... Why? Wait a minute. I didn't... Am I going batty? Hold on. Am I going batty? 2 is a hydrogen tank and a hydrogen tank. So how did I get the oxygen tank? That's weird, right? One of the hydrogen tank. So that's the big one, but if I do 2 again, that's the one I wanted. Why did it turn into a... Is there a smaller tank? Yeah, there should be a smaller tank for the hydrogen. Why am I going nutty here? Yeah, it's a small one there. Hydrogen. If I go down, and it turns into the big one, but I want... That's annoying. So it just automatically turns into the big one. The large one. So we may just have to go for a large one. I'm not sure what I'm doing wrong here. That's very strange. Can I do this? Hold on. Can I just go... tank? And then do a small one? Yeah, small oxygen, hydrogen, small hydrogen. Let's put this... Oh, I already have it on here. So let's do 6. And this is hydrogen, right? Let's say hydrogen. I don't see it printed on it anywhere. So that should be hydrogen, right? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I'm confused why it turned into oxygen. I don't know. Maybe I hit the wrong button. I think I want it like that. There we go. Okay. Try that again. I'll have to review. Like, I don't know why it turned into oxygen. That's very strange. Anyways, moving on. Now, this doesn't have anything other than this connector port there and one on the bottom of it, obviously. But let's see. Let's see here. Am I? Yeah. I swear to God, I'm going crazy here. I thought it did say hydrogen tank. Yeah, maybe I'm going crazy. I don't know. But going from there. Whatever. So we got our hydrogen tank. And the other functional blocks would be what? We need those. We need thrusters. We need power. So we're probably going to need... Let's do also a... I think I have one on my bar here. But a H2O2 generator as well. There we go. So number 6. Yeah, this is the generator. That's the tank. Then the generator. It makes sense that the generator would be right off the tank, I guess. And the other thing we're going to need storage. So I think that's far enough up there. I want to keep all of this large. Large connectors and only use small connectors or small conveyors when we need some steel plate here. I'm still learning to fly out in space. Going crazy. Should have plenty of this. Okay. And what did I want to turn this? Just kind of like that. Yeah, there we go. Like that.
Energy low.
Do we need an oxygen? Maybe we should have an oxygen tank, to be honest with you. Let's go ahead and see, can we... Yeah, let's try to weld this up and then go do our power. We should probably put a... whatchamacallit on here too, a survival kit. And I'm going to need also, but I don't need them just quite yet, but I'll need an assembler on there and also a refinery on there, because it's going to be a basic, almost like a colony ship, right? It's going to be sort of, it's going to be a city. So it's going to be able to produce things and refine things and things like that. So it's basically going to be a space station in space as a spaceship. So it's going to be, what I'm trying to say, it's going to be totally contained, totally self-sufficient. So, but I wanted the basic things on here because it's mostly going to be just, you know, armor blocks for the design, but it's going to be functional and it's going to be flyable and things like that. So we're going to need storage now. Now I'm going to put the large storage. Now I didn't want to. Why didn't I put the large storage just off of the connector? Is because this is going to be, again, it's going to be small. It's going to taper up this way and a taper up that way. So I think now we can put a large storage here and it'll fit in the design because it will have armor blocks all around it hiding it. But we can put the large storage on here now, I think. And we have that too. No, that is a small one. What is the... No. There's a mod out there that I think I had it at one point. I don't know why it's not working here. What is this? Conveyor sorter? No, don't need that. because I'd like to know the names of these things. I don't know why. I thought I had... Ah, there we go. Large cargo container. So, and this just, put it just on top of here. Just like so. But yeah, there's a mod out there that has a list of what these are on here. Like, so I don't have to guess by the picture. Okay, this is going to take a lot. So this takes what? This takes 300 interior plates and a bunch of other stuff. So we should have, I think, a lot of it already made. And then let's put the rest in production. And I think at this point, we're going to have to actually go and... Don't need that. We're going to have to go and get some resources. We should have enough cobalt for that. We should be fine there. But yeah, so let's see what we can build here. Yeah. Okay, so let's go look for some... We're going to need some gold and platinum. There's a bunch of asteroids out this way. A little bit of like a little grouping of them there. That looks potentially good. And I don't really see anything else. I mean, obviously we have our ice asteroid out there. And I don't really see any other groupings. You have some closer to the planet there. Okay, let's see. I'm just wasting time to see how much we can actually make. Yeah, we're still gonna need some here. Oh, we're still making it. Oh, we may actually do it. Yeah, we just need the 8 computers. But yeah, so this will be the base of it. And then, of course, you know, the central spire, or the central, the bottom of the central tower will kind of taper out that way. I'll kind of show you what I'm talking about here. So if I go to 4... Yeah, and then I'll just fill in the rest. So it'll be like the base of the tower will be just like that. So, yeah, anyways, let's go and go do a little mining expedition here and see if we can't find some gold and platinum. And I did check my ice. Didn't I check my ice? I need to check my ice. We have 22. Do I have any on board? We have just a little bit on board, but I do want to... Let's just do this. I do want to fill up just a little bit here, just in case we find ourselves in a little bit of a pickle. Can put some in our... Where's our... Hello? Cockpit, assault cannon, drill, hydrogen tank, large cargo container. Okay, I just missed it. So let's put... Can I just take that? There we go. Okay. So just in case. I mean, I know that kind of weighs us down as well a little bit, but No, I don't need that much actually, because I'm looking at my weight there. I'm not going to be able to fit too much on. So let's go ahead and let's leave this out. Put this in the grateful for the searcher. Large cargo container. There we go. Let's put this back in there. It's like that. Okay. So we should have enough. We should be fine. Hopefully. Hopefully. If we run into any pirates, I do have my assault cannon on here. It is a very nice assault cannon. It will assault things very nicely. Okay, so there's the cluster over there where we want to go to. Back up just a little bit here. So I think I'm going to save before I do this because knowing me, we will explode. 4. Okay. All right. I did put a camera on here as well, so we can kind of target things here. Let's just target to in the middle there. And then go ahead and turn our dampeners off and fly to it. At full speed, Captain. By the way, how is everybody doing? I hope everybody's doing fine. Having a good weekend. And I guess I'll take this time while we're flying here to let you walk around the cabin. We are at cruising speed. You can take off your seatbelts and walk around the cabin. Smoke them if you got them. And also hit that like button if you're liking the video. Hit that subscribe button if you want to see more and see how far I get with this Atlantis spaceship build. I'm a little scared of it, to be honest with you. It's one of the biggest things I'll ever build in Space Engineer so far. So, you know, and again, it's not going to be like a one-to-one replica. It's not going to look like it, but it's going to resemble it. It's kind of like they say, history doesn't repeat itself, but it often rhymes. So my design will not repeat that design, but it will rhyme. It'll kind of look like it, and it will be a functional spaceship where I can dock things and things like that. Again, I'm gonna need your guys' help here. So let me know, like, down in the comments what your suggestions would be, because again, I want it to be self-contained, functional, and work as basically a space station, a mobile space station in space. There's a lot of space in those sentences. Yeah. Also, I have some links down in the description with some of my Etsy shops there, or my 2 Etsy shops there. If you're looking for some nice gifts for some musicians, we're getting kind of close here, or people that are artists, like painters, or even knitters, or like fiber artists and things like that, then I sell a lot of t-shirts, and there's something new all the time, like almost every day. So yeah, and that's a good way to support the channel as well. Like if you find something. Also, if you guys are looking, I'm gonna go to this one first. If you guys are looking for a certain design and you think, hey, I'd like a t-shirt to have, or a mug or something like that to have this design on it, or I want to, say like these things, whatever, then let me know. And I could probably put something together for you as well. Alright, looking for golds. We're looking for gold and platinum.
Meteor storm inbound.
So I'm going to, just to save some hydrogen here, fuel, I'm probably going to get out in my little, I'm probably going to do a walk around here. Oh, magnesium. That's useful for ammo, so we will definitely mark that with a with a little bit of a GPS marker there. Let's see here. Oh, no. Nope. None of those buttons, Danny. GPS. Mag Asteroid. Okay. So far, so good. All right. Looking for some more ice as well. Would be nice. And iron. Everything. We need everything. We're going to need a lot of iron. I do have that iron asteroid out there, but... And these, I'm going to use light armor blocks. And then just, you know, for most of it. And then maybe use some heavy armor blocks for certain other parts of it. Like maybe things that, like around the connector, that may get banged up a little bit. Yeah, we're going to get out. Let's get out in our spacesuit here, I think. Because we can get a lot closer as well. So there might be something in the middle that we're missing. So we're going to get out in our spacesuit here. So we're not wasting all of our resources. Get our drill out so we see actually what's going on. Plus, I think it's a little bit easier to fly around here. The only the only time I have killed myself in this playthrough so far was doing exactly what I'm doing right now. And I was going back towards the spaceship, and I got I came in way too hot, and I blew it. And I was like, bing, done. But it was okay because I had, on the spaceship, I have the survival kit. So I literally respawned there, which was fine. I think there's only magnesium here. So I think we already went around that way. Let's just kind of go this way. Yeah, I think this is just magnesium. On this asteroid, I don't see anything else. Looks like there's a lot of magnesium too, as well. There's a few other, like, yeah, there's some right there. There's a few other, it goes throughout the whole asteroid, so that's good. Okay, where's my spaceship? Spaceship is over there. Okay, let's go to another asteroid here. See what we have. Okay, back her up. Beep, 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 beep. It's dark too because the sun is going down. That sucks. What else we got here? I wish we had, like, radar. Would be nice. Let's go to this asteroid over here. There's a smaller asteroid. I don't know. Is there anything on these smaller asteroids, by the way? Like, I noticed that only so far I've found, like, just on the bigger ones, there's resources. I have never really found anything on these smaller little jobbers like these. Ooh, I see some gold. Did I just see gold? Where is it? I saw it. Oh, that's so annoying. Was it on here? I don't think so, no. We would see it if we be. I think it may be. Hello? It may be on this one. It's really hard to see this guy. It's either on this one or. Where did I see that other asteroid? Oh, it's so disorientating. I saw it. There's some gold. Oh, there we go. Gold, some more magnesium. Where is... Hold on. Asteroid. So the magnesium one was over there. Is that right? Or is this the same asteroid? Well, whatever. We found some gold. And it's like right on the outset here. So what we're going to do... Let's go ahead and grab some golds. Because we're definitely going to need that. And we'll also put a GPS marker here. Gold asteroid. That's very nice. Now we just need to find some platinum and we're golden. Excuse the pun. But let's grab some gold. Let's turn on our... which one is it here? Let's turn on our... It is number 7. So we're not grabbing stone. But I don't want to fill up all the way with gold. But I'm just happy we found some. So... we should be throwing out any stone we get, so... let's see what we got here. Let's see how much ice. Yeah, so we have 4,000 gold there. More ice. And no stone. Well, some stone in our survival kit, but that's fine. Okay, so we got some gold there. Very nice. I'm very... boy, successful. I'm usually not that successful. Let's see what else we got here. So... there's that asteroid. Let's just go over here. Oh, it is busy. It's busy over here. We're looking for platinum or anything else that we find. Some gold over there. Gently go through these. Try not to hit anything. Let's see what this guy has over here. What do you got for me, buddy? Alright, I think we're going to get out in our spaceship here. Our spacesuit. And kind of plunk around here a little bit. So we don't damage our ship. Yeah, so let's get out in our spacesuit. Hello, Danny. Words. Let's see what we got. I do apologize that this is very dark. Go up over here. A little bit of a hole in here. Very nice. It's a nice hole. Nothing too exciting though in here. Sometimes you can find ice in here. Oh, there's a little bebop there. Ouch. I'm not really... oh, there's some magnesium. Well, there's a lot of magnesium and gold here. But that's good. We'll mark this as a magnesium. Let's see if we can find... no, it's down in it. So that's fine. Put a little GPS marker here just so we know. Asteroid. So that's good though. I mean, we'll need magnesium just in case we get into a pew-pew fight. What else is magnesium good for, by the way? I forget. I don't know. Not really used too much of it. Other than ammo. More magnesium. Probably the same thing. The same vein. Yeah, really not seeing too much over here. Other than that, magnesium over there. Oh. Yeah, I don't see too much. Like in Space Engineers 2, I was playing it the other day, just, you know, to see what's going on with it. And when you come across another resource on the HUD, it'll beep which is nice, which is a nice thing. I wish they would do that here. Like a little alert beep. That would be nice. Where am I here? Hold on. Magnesium asteroid 2. So that's just the one we just set. Space home. Where is... Hello? There it is. Okay. Make sure we get that. Just go around this asteroid, see if there's anything else. There's usually like 1 or 2, like, right? There's usually sometimes 2 resources on an asteroid. Sometimes, right? Am I mistaken in that? Okay. Don't know if I thoroughly did anything here, but we did something. We're finding stuff, which is great. Often you go to these asteroids, there's absolutely nothing there. And if I did miss something, you guys are probably yelling at the screen, hey, go back. I do apologize. Sometimes I kind of miss it, but it's okay. Alright, let's go back to the spaceship. Find another asteroid here. And let's see what we got. Yeah, I think that's more efficient than using the spaceship to go around, to be honest with you. Okay, so let's see what we got. We got Magnesium over there. Ice asteroid space home. There's some little things over there. That was the gold. Let's go to that one over there and see what we got. How is our fuel? We have 95%. Pretty good. Pretty good. Pretty good. Not really seeing anything on it just quite yet, but it doesn't mean there isn't. Alright, let's get out, fly around a little bit, see what we got. You know what I haven't been doing? I haven't been marking the asteroids that don't have anything, so sometimes I'm probably repeating the search. Gold asteroid, and that was... Did we look at that one there? Or was that the gold one? I wish there was a radar or something like that, that you can just kind of get a mapping of the asteroids and then mark them off. That'd be nice. Something a little bit more intuitive than just randomly trying to guess where you've been, because I'm very bad at that. I am super bad at that. And I know I'm not being thorough. Like, these asteroids may have some more stuff on them. But I think we found gold, so that I'm going to call successful. We'll probably go mine some more. And some more magnesium as well. Probably do that. And then go back to base. But I'd really like to find some platinum. I'm just thinking it's not going to happen this time out. We may actually have to go... Wait, can I get platinum for... can I get platinum on a planet, actually? So it may be easier to find that way, to be honest with you. Yeah, I'm just not finding anything on this asteroid. There's absolutely nothing. Nothing going on here. Nothing going on that I can see. pretty amazing, actually. Pretty amazing. Okay, let's go back to the spaceship. Where's the spaceship? Over that way, I think. Yeah, it's over there. Let's make our way there. See if we can find anything. Ooh, I lost it. Hello. There it is. There she is. Yeah, it just looks like to me that there's nothing on the smaller ones, the smaller asteroids. Then, oops, ouch. Get my hand on the thruster. Nice. Okay. Let's back up here. Actually, let's mark this as an empty asteroid. Just so we don't have to go back to it. I mean, it still may have something on it. But I'm just not seeing anything. Oh, wait. It may have some gold on it that I missed. Yeah, I think it has gold on it. So we'll go ahead and call it a gold asteroid then. Okay. Yeah, there's some gold right down there. Okay. Okay, let's look at our GPSs here. And what was it? The empty asteroid? Empty asteroid and delete. And we'll put this one as GPS gold asteroid. And it should do gold asteroid 2, right? So it kind of numbers them if you... Yeah, it kind of numbers them if you do that. While I'm here, let's take this and don't show that on HUD. This, don't show that on HUD either. Those are the planets. Let's not show that on HUD. Okay, that's good. The HUD gets really busy with these GPS markers. Actually, let's go in, well, let's go to, let's see here. Gold asteroid is down that way. Magnesium. So let's grab some gold from there. Actually, let's get some magnesium from here, and then we'll get some gold from there as well. Like, I didn't explore this too well. What's that one? Space home. Okay. That's home. At home, Danny. But let's grab some magnesium as well while we're here. I'd like to find some cobalt, to be honest with you, while we're out here, but I know I have a ton of cobalt on the planet, so if I do need some, we can just go there. So let's grab some magnesium. Let's see if we can't pick up this resource ping again. There it is. Okay. Question is, it's going to be easier to go in this way or on the other side of the asteroid here? How are we doing for fuel? We're at 91%, so down 10%. Yeah, it's literally kind of in the center. Well, maybe in this crevice. Perhaps. Or not. Where'd it go? There it is. Yeah, okay. It's going to be easier to go this way in through here. methinks. There might be an easier way, but let's just go in here and try to edge out a little. Yeah, it's not too far down into the surface there. Trying to get a bigger opening just so I don't. Yeah, there it is, magnesium. Okay, let's just start drilling it out. And we got some gold, so we'll get some of this magnesium as well. And then we'll fill up on that. And then bring it back to base and refine as we go. It's funny when this thing throws it out, like, and then I'm trying to get out of here. We're trying to back up, and I'm like, ting ting, it's hitting, it's hitting the spaceship here. It's hitting the ship. All these little, they look like little rock snowballs. Yeah, I think we're, let's see here. I think we're pretty full here. Although we probably have a lot of rock to, or stone I should say, to throw out. Yeah, let's see what we get here. So it's 315. There goes that from the drills. Oh, we have a ton of stone here. Wow. You know what? I'm just going to keep it in. Let's just fill up, because that will be other stuff. Let's turn those off. Just grab a little bit more, and then go back to base. Because the stone, I mean, has stuff in it as well. So we're good there. And I think we're about full now. I think. 102, 104. How much more we got here? Drill is at 3. Yeah, we're basically full. Coming out of here, gotta go slow because these little twerps kind of run into the ship here. And then you gotta watch them coming back as well. I don't know if there's a better way to do this, but let's get out of here. Scoot, skedaddle. Get out of the way, rocks. Alright, cool. We are full. And we're going back to home. Space home, there we go. Yeah, there we go. Okay. It's over there. Okay, let's line up here. Use our camera. And just kind of right there would be fine. Dampeners off. And off we go. Nice. Yeah, so again, if you guys have any tips and tricks, I'm not as good at space engineers as I am at, like, say, X4. I'm not even good at that, to be honest with you. I'm not good at video games in general. Why do I have a channel? Because I'm not, and you guys can laugh at me. That's the reason why. But if you guys have any tips and tricks, let me know. Anything from mining out in space to trying to find the resources out in space, if there's any tips and tricks there. Also, let me know what you guys think of the Atlantis Spaceship build and what I should do there. And I need to make a welding ship, a small welding ship, so I'll probably be doing that within this week as well. But yeah, so just a lot of stuff to do, to be honest with you. but I feel like we're progressing. I mean, we started down on the planet. We built a little base there. We built a ship, a mining ship, atmospheric mining ship. Now we built a spaceship, and we're out in space. We built a little space base to where we can now build our actual goal, our actual Atlantis spaceship. So we're progressing, and we're only 4 episodes in. Not too bad. Not too bad. Not too shabalistic. But yeah. This is... I'm trying to see. I mean, it's not too hard to see it. But it's going to be... If I'm out on a mining mission and it's nighttime, it's going to be really hard to see that. Oh, let's turn on our dampeners, by the way. Try to stop before we actually pass it by. And we're passing it by. Slow it down, buddy, slow it down. Let me know too, so if I go, for example, I'm worried about being visited by pirates and things like that, or whatever. If I go down to, say, the planet or something like that, is it possible if I come back? Let me just kind of do this. If I come back to like my space station here, will it be possible for it to be like attacked by pirates while I'm on the planet? Is what I'm asking, I guess. Because I'm kind of worried about that. I don't know how that dynamic works. Like, say, like in other games that I know, like if the player token is not there, then nothing really happens to it. It's kind of dormant. But I'm kind of wondering if that's not the case here, if there's like random attacks that can happen. I don't know. I do not know. I'm getting a little bit better at this lining up thing as well. Not much better. I did put a camera on the back, but I think it's not perfect, but I can center it up like this kind of thing, which makes it a little bit easier, I guess. We just need to back up here. I want to go up a little bit, and I think that's good. We are golden. Okay. Very cool. All right. But I think that's it. I think we did a lot. We started the build up there. We put on some functional blocks. We did a little bit of mining. We found our gold, which is great. So let's go to the, what you call it here. Just kind of curious. It is running. I can hear that. But yeah, so we're doing the gold. Might as well do the stone first there. We already have magnesium, so we might as well do the gold next. But yeah, so I'm gonna need platinum. I'm glad I found magnesium, to be honest with you, because I was having to go down to the planet to grab that. But yeah, so cool. But we're gonna leave it there. But again, guys, let me know. I'm gonna need a lot of help here. So let me know what your tips and tricks are gonna be and things like that. I'm kind of curious. I want to check one more thing before I go. I'm kind of curious how my battery's doing. If I need to turn on my, fully depleted in 1 hour. So yeah, it looks like I'm going to have to put on my hydrogen. Engine. So let's go ahead and turn that on. But yeah, I appreciate it, guys. Let me know. And I hope everybody's doing fine, staying well. And I will see everybody very, very soon. And yeah, bye for now, guys. See you very soon. Bye for now, guys.